Tracy, and I'm here to talk about this amazing product right here. And you guys know that I've gotten at least, well, I've gotten 2 keratin treatments that I've talked about on camera, and I've done updates and things like that about my keratin treatments. And this is called Keratin, or it's by the company Keratin Earth. For more information about Keratin Earth, you can obviously go to keratinearth.com. But it boasts itself to be the very first all-natural at-home keratin treatment. So this is what the box looks like. And it has 4 steps, which is really, really easy because, you know, if somebody was confused or has never done a keratin treatment before or anything like that, then this is probably a great little product for you because it sort of spells it out. So you have the shampoo, the straightening therapy, which is step 2, the nourishing mask, step 3, and then the protein conditioner, which is step 4. And then on the back here, I just love the packaging of this. I love that it's like all on display. It just, you know, I can imagine this like on the shelf, like just like looking like that. Anyway, okay, so the what is it called? Directions. The directions for best results, it says, are listed on the back here. So shampoo, therapy, nourishing mask, protein conditioner, and it's supposed to straighten your hair for. Does it straighten? Straighten and smooth your hair for 30 days up to 3 months. So whenever I've gotten keratin treatments in my hair before, they've lasted for quite a long time. The last time I got a keratin treatment in my hair was in July, and I didn't get one throughout the winter because, you know, the humidity was down and my hair was actually holding up really well. And the keratin treatment that I got lasted, I would say, until January, like a good 6 months, until I started to feel like, okay, I should probably do a keratin treatment. And right when I was like about to go get a keratin treatment or about to put one in my own hair, when this company contacted me, beautystat.com contacted me, and they, you know, asked if I wanted to review this at-home treatment, and I said absolutely. One, because I was about to go do a keratin treatment in my hair anyway, and I was actually going to do an at-home keratin treatment, and 2, I loved what it claimed. It claimed to be an all-natural, formaldehyde-free. I looked it up on the internet before I even responded to them. I made sure that it was all natural. I looked at the ingredients list. I wanted to get as much information about it as possible before I agreed to do this review, and obviously, even though they did send me the product for free, I've done enough keratin treatments to know like what I like in a keratin treatment, or to know whether a keratin treatment is a success or not. And not only have I gotten several in my hair, but I've also done keratin treatments on my friends and family's hair. So they can definitely vouch for the fact that I've done keratin treatments on their hair. I've done 2 on my friend Joy, and then 1 on my cousin Michaela, and then 1 on my cousin Monique. So I've done 4 other keratin treatments aside from the keratin treatments that I've gotten in my hair. So I sort of have a little bit of an idea about, you know, what would constitute as a good at-home keratin treatment. So I'm really excited to try this product. I know that was like a really, really long intro because I have to do like so much work to get this keratin treatment done. But right off the bat, I love the packaging. I love that it's all in one step, because the other keratin treatment that I have, like the at-home one, it does not come like this. It's like you have to buy it in separate pieces. You have to buy the treatment, then you have to buy the shampoo, then you have to buy the conditioner, and the shampoo and the conditioner that you use when you have the keratin treatment in your hair is like different than the shampoo that you use right before. Like you have to like clarify your hair and all that stuff. And I love right off the bat that this comes in like one package. So that I'm loving right away, because I don't have to sit there and worry or wonder like what if they're out of one thing, because I've gone to stores before and they were out of like the conditioner or out of the shampoo, and I've had to like drive, you know, all over town looking for the right conditioner or the right shampoo. So I love that this comes all in one right here. Oh, and let me give you the measurement. So this is 8 ounces of shampoo, which is a decent amount, 6 ounces of the straightening treatment, 2 ounces of the nourishing mask, and then another 8 ounces for the conditioner. So they're really, really great size items. I'm excited. I really hope that this turns out to be, you know, like a staple product for me, because I would much rather do the keratin treatment at home than have to like drive somewhere and have it done. I'm just like that with my hair. Like if I knew how to cut my own hair, I probably would, but I can't, so I have to have somebody else do it. But I definitely like it when I do my hair more than when a stylist does it. Even though they do a great job, and they've done great jobs in the past, it's just that, I don't know, I'm a little bit weird about my hair sometimes. So I'm excited about this. Let me see if it has anything else. Okay, the Keratin Earth Straightening System will continue to improve the condition of your hair over time. We recommend using the straightening therapy once a month for maximum results, and results may vary, obviously. Now my hair, I'll show you my hair before because I have to get in the shower now. So let me just take my hair out so that you can actually see what my hair sort of looks like. I mean, it has been in a braid, so obviously it's going to be a little bit more, you know, what's it called? Like, you're going to have a little bit more wave. But this is what my hair looks like right now. It's, you know, dry, it's not wet, and there is a wave, obviously. And again, it wasn't a braid, but this is typically what my hair looks like. And you can look at my other videos to see, especially my other more recent videos where my hair has been curly, and that is sort of what my hair looks like. So this is, even though it was in a braid, that's pretty much, you know, very similar to what my natural hair would look like without it being in a braid anyway. So I'm going to go, sorry, forgive my hand, I was swatching. I'm gonna go get in the shower, try these products out, and then I'm just gonna follow the instructions as written. I'm not gonna do anything special. And then I will come back and tell you if I feel like it has achieved what it claims. Now, of course, this is going to be my initial review on the product. I will come back in 30 days. I'll even set my, I'll even put it in my calendar to make a review in 30 days so that I can update you guys. So today is March 7th. I will come back April 7th. And I'm just putting it in my phone here. Keratin update. So I can update you about the 30 days to tell you how it's faring for the first 30 days, because it does say that it's supposed to last for at least 30 days. So yay! I'm crossing my fingers and hoping that this turns out to be something that I am in love with. So I'll be back in just a little bit. Well, for you, like 2 seconds. For me, I'll be back in like probably an hour or two. Okay, talk to you guys later. Bye. Okay, guys, I am back and I finally finished. It took forever. Like, I don't know if it's just my hair. I mean, my hair has obviously grown since the last time I did a keratin treatment. Let me just stand up and show you. Sorry, excuse the fact that I'm in a t-shirt, but it's like late now. So anyway, this is it completed, but it's pretty late now and I'm so tired. That took me, I mean, with like minimal breaks, it took me, I think I took like 2 breaks. Sorry, it's my phone. Hold on. Okay, so with like minimal breaks, I think I took maybe like 2 breaks. I took 1 break to watch Jessica sing on American Idol because gotta support the Filipino talent, and like just another random break because I was just tired of straightening my hair. So I took, I think, a total of 2 breaks. From start to finish, it took about 3 hours. And I'm not kidding. So excuse the fact that I'm in a t-shirt and I have on no makeup. I have on lip gloss, but because it's like late now and I need to go to sleep. But anyway, I did want to show you the results tonight. Plus I gotta edit this video because I want to get up tonight. So I wanted to show you the results. I'm really, really pleased with the results. It just took forever. Okay, so let me tell you sort of what I did and show you the tools that I actually used. So just give me a second. All right, so step 1 of the entire thing was to shampoo your hair. Here's the shampoo. Oops. Whoops, sorry. Here's the shampoo. It's step 1, obviously, so step 1. And so you shampoo your hair. It says twice because you need to clarify it. And it's, I mean, it's pretty darn clarifying. I cannot tell a lie. Like, it's clarifying. It kind of makes your hair feel like straw. But it says in the little pamphlet, hold on. Okay, so in the box, it comes with a pamphlet. Looks like this, and it gives you the step-by-step instructions, and there are some FAQs that are on here, like, can I use Keratin Earth if I have color-treated hair? Like, things like that. What does Keratin Earth do? What types of hair, you know, like things like that. How often can I use the treatment? So it has, like, some really great FAQs sort of in the pamphlet when you get it, so that really does help answer a lot of questions. Okay, so step 1 was the shampoo. Clarifying shampoo, you wash your hair 2 times with it and your hair is going to feel like straw, but apparently that's normal. Then you apply the straightening therapy. Okay, so this was sort of the beginning of where I was like, oh man, I should have, okay, because I should have detangled my hair before I shampooed it, if that makes any sense. Like before I got in the shower to wash my hair and shampoo my hair, I really should have taken the time to detangle it, because there's just no way to detangle when your hair feels like straw. It like is a mess to do that. So I had to detangle my hair as I was applying step 2. Sorry, it's still wet because it was like out of my bathroom. So as I was applying step 2, I was like having to take like a small comb and detangle my hair with it, and that was a little bit frustrating. So I do wish that the instructions said, please detangle your hair before you start, because your hair will feel like straw and then you cannot detangle. Okay, but I mean, minor setback, no big deal. I still did it and it was fine. It says to start at the nape of the neck and then work your way up. Because it was so like tangled and just not very pliable because it feels like straw, I had to like divide my hair into sections. So I divided it like this way, and then I would do like the nape of my neck and then the nape of my neck. And then I would do a little bit and then I would do a little bit more. Just because to have, and I have a lot of hair. I know that you can't, it's hard to tell. I mean, is it really hard to tell? But I mean, it doesn't look as thick as it is. And especially like when it's wet, it's a lot thicker like when it's wet. So it was just, again, like, make sure you, if you're going to use this, make sure you detangle your hair before you get into the shower so that it's at least a little bit detangled, especially if you have curly hair, which is more prone to being tangled. Okay, so after that, it says, here are the instructions. It says you need to start at the nape of your neck and then comb the treatment into the hair, and then it says to repeat the procedure, saturating the entire head. So I did it twice, and then you're supposed to leave it on for 20 minutes. So I left it on for maybe a little bit longer than 20 minutes because I had to like feed my dog and do some other things. So I was probably on for like, I don't know, like 25 minutes, let's say. And then you get into the shower and then you wash it all off, and then you apply step 3, which is the nourishing mask, and you put that all over your hair. You wait like the box is 3 minutes, but this thing says 2 minutes, but I left it in for 3 minutes. And then you rinse that out, and then after you rinse it out, you apply the conditioner liberally throughout your hair and you comb it through. And this is the protein conditioner, so you do that, and then you wash it out, you rinse that out, and then you go on to the next step. So it feels a little bit like straw until you apply step 3. So once step 3 is rinsed out of your hair, you're like, okay, now my hair is starting to feel normal, like soft and pliable, like I want it to feel. You don't want your hair to feel like straw, so don't be alarmed if you use this and it feels a little bit hard. And it talks about that somewhere in this pamphlet. So, okay, and then after that, it says to blow dry your hair to 90%. But the thing is when you put a keratin treatment in your hair, if you've ever done that, your hair dries like super fast. It's like one of the benefits of having a keratin treatment in your hair is that it makes the drying, it like cuts the drying time in half, less than half. So it took me like 7 to 10 minutes to dry my entire head, and I have long, thick hair. So, it was hard to like do 90%. It was probably more like 95% dry. I was trying to do 90, but it's just hard to like gauge the time when you're so, you know, when you're used to it taking longer and then it takes less, like you really don't know how long to dry your hair, but I don't know if that's like a major step. And then you just flat iron it, which I did, and these are the results. And again, it took me a very long time. So the things that I love about the product. Let me talk about that first, because I really do think that it's a great product. One, it's all natural, which we really, really like. I had to write down some stuff, so if I'm looking down, it's because I'm writing down, because I had to write as I was going so I wouldn't forget. Okay, so it's all natural, you know, there's no formaldehyde, and that's what you want in a keratin treatment. I mean, you want your hair to look nice, but you don't want, you know, the ickiness of formaldehyde and all of the, you know, health hazards that come with that. So there are a ton of stuff on the market, and this is definitely one of the ones that I would recommend because it is formaldehyde free and you can do it at home. I would just suggest doing it at home when you have several hours. I mean, if your hair was shorter, then of course it wouldn't take you as long as it took me. If your hair wasn't as curly as mine, then it wouldn't take you as long either, but I have a lot of hair and it's really long, so, but that's okay. I mean, I was expecting for it to take long. The obvious shine, I mean, there's nothing in my hair. Once I put the conditioner in there, and then I just towel dried a little bit, and then started blow drying. Like, I don't have any serum, I don't have any, nothing. There's no serum, there's no shine spray, there's no oils or anything to make it look this shiny. This is just the shine that it gives, and I love it for that very reason, because it feels great, it feels soft. It feels like silky and smooth, and I was a little bit concerned because when it feels like straw, you're like, oh my gosh, it feels like straw. Is this really gonna work? And then once you've completed all the steps and you get to the final, you know, like the very last part, you're like, okay, yeah, this is working. So I do love the way my hair looks. I love the way it feels. I really do recommend this product for that very reason, because it is, I mean, it makes my hair feel great. So if it's gonna last more than 30 days, I hope that it lasts more than 30 days, because it took me like 3 hours to do, and I would hate to have to do this like 3 hours every month. Like, that would kind of suck. So I'm hoping, I don't wash my hair every day, so I'm hoping that it's gonna last longer than the 30 days. But even if it didn't and it just lasted like this for 30 days, you know, if you don't have super duper thick hair, or you're not like super duper busy and you have time to do it, then I would say go for it, because the product itself is great. Okay. I love that all the steps are included in the kit, and it's really easily laid out for you. Like, it's marked step 1, step 2, step 3, step 4, and you get a lot of product. I could use this kit at least twice. I mean, these are probably the critical parts: the straightening therapy and then the nourishing mask. So you probably can't see, but I can actually see through, and I have this much left of the straightening therapy. So that's definitely at least one more. It's going to be one more use. That's definitely one more use. And then with this I think I went through a little bit more. I can't see through the light how much I have left. I probably have like this much left of this too. Maybe right here. Yeah, like right there. So that's definitely another use, which is fantastic. Like 2 uses from one kit. That's awesome. So yeah, I love that. What else? Oh, I love the thickness of the conditioner. Like, it is super thick. It kind of, and it smells really nice too. Like, which is kind of like a fresh scent. It's not like heavily perfumed. But the thickness of the conditioner, see how thick that is? It like stands up by itself. That is so thick. That's amazing. I love thick conditioners. Like, I love thick conditioners. So I was like, when I opened it up and I used it, I was like, that is awesome. I love thick conditioners. So, and it's not just like thick for the sake of being thick. Like, I felt like it actually, you know, conditioned my hair. It has like proteins in it and everything like that. The next thing that I really like is the fact that there's no curing time. Like, yes, there are extra steps in the process, because there's like 4 steps. Okay, so if you've seen my other keratin treatment videos, this is the process. They wash your hair, they blow dry your hair, they apply the treatment, they blow dry again, then they flat iron, then you're done. With this, but you have to let it cure for like 72 hours. Especially if it's formaldehyde free, because the formaldehyde helps it sort of work better and faster, but if it's formaldehyde free, then you kind of have to let it cure. This stuff, there's no curing time. Like, the curing time is like 20 minutes. Like, you leave the straightening therapy on for 20 minutes and that's your curing time. And like, I can now put my hair up in a ponytail. I can wash it tomorrow if I wanted to. I can go swimming. I can, you know, work out, and I don't have to worry about creating kinks or, you know, leaving it for the curing process. If I want to put it up when I go to sleep, I can. If you get like a traditional keratin treatment where there's curing time, then you know you have to sleep with it like straight down. And when your hair is this long, it is really hard to go to sleep with your hair bone straight like this. Like, I have to put my hair up, or otherwise it's all kinds of in my face and in my mouth, and it's just in my armpit. Like, it's such a hassle when your hair is this long, you know, to try to sleep with it flat like this. So I love that there's no curing time, and I can pin my hair up and it'll be fine. I'm not going to create any funky kinks in it. Okay, so now on to the things that I was a little bit iffy about, wasn't really that excited about. One is that the products contain parabens, and we know how I am about parabens. I do not like parabens. Parabens are just like a cheap way to preserve products, and I just think that there are better preservatives out there that are healthier for you. But I wasn't really throwing a fit about the parabens in this, because it's not, you know, I'm not using it as a lotion. Like, it's not absorbing into my skin per se, or I don't want it to absorb into my skin. It's just I'm putting it on and then I'm washing it out. So I wasn't like, oh my gosh, there's parabens. Absolutely not. And there are products that I use that have some parabens in it. I mean, I'm not like that big of a stickler for it, but if I can avoid it, then I'm gonna avoid it. Also, the shampoo, I don't know that I would use the shampoo on a regular basis with the keratin treatment, or just in general, because it has sulfates. And when I have keratin, or just without keratin treatments in general, or especially with keratin treatments, I don't really like to use shampoos with sulfates unless I'm clarifying my hair, which I do like once a month. So I probably won't use that shampoo regularly, even though they say that it's designed for this line. The fact that there's, you know, like sulfates in it kind of is a little bit of a turn off for me in terms of the shampoo. The conditioner's great. I will probably use the conditioner. The shampoo, I have so many shampoos in my shower, like I can name 1, 2, 3, 4. I have 5 shampoos in my shower right now that are designed for keratin treated hair, and none of them have sulfates. So that's probably what I will end up using, and not this particular shampoo. Although the shampoo is fine, the shampoo doesn't have a smell. It's just, yeah, there's like, oh, I just got that in my nose. There's like no smell. It's like fragrance free. So if you like fragrance free stuff, then that's great. You can use it, but again, there's sulfates, and my hair just doesn't really fare so great with sulfates. It's a little bit drying, and when you have curly hair, naturally curly hair, your hair is naturally drier, so I try to avoid sulfates. Okay. And I already talked about, you know, detangling before. I just wish that that was like in the instructions, because I was having a heck of a time trying to detangle. I mean, it was a heck of a time. That's all I can say, trying to detangle my hair as I was applying the straightening therapy. But other than that, I mean, that's it. Those are my only complaints, is the sulfate in the shampoo, the parabens, and the whole detangling thing. Other than that, I mean, I love the product. I'm really liking the product, like really liking it, and I'm glad that I did. I mean, it took forever to do, but again, it would take me forever to do regardless if I use this line or another at-home treatment, just because I just have a lot of hair, so it's going to take me a little bit longer, and I normally don't straighten my hair like, oh, the other thing is that when you flat iron, it says that you need to pass through your hair. Like if you have coarse hair, it tells you here. If you have coarse hair, you need to pass the iron over each section 5 or 6 times. For fine hair, it may require just 1 pass. And since my hair is thicker and coarser, I did have to go over it 5 or 6 times, which it takes up time, you know, having to do that. So that's another reason why it took a little bit longer than if I was just traditionally straightening my hair. Oh, one more thing that I really didn't like is the smell. So this thing says, does it smell? And the answer is no, there's no chemical odor. This is an active product, however, so there's a very mild very mild smell in the straightening therapy due to the pH in the system. It's not an irritating smell. In fact, the shampoo and conditioner smell great. The shampoo doesn't smell anything, conditioner smells great, but that straightening therapy, like, it smells like, I mean, I'm not really that bothered by smells, but if you're like a smell person, I hate smells, then this is something to consider. It smells like, you know, like back in the day, like if you've ever gotten like a perm, like the curly kind of perm, not the relaxer, but a perm like to make your hair curly, and it uses that like stuff, and it smells kind of not that great. Well, that's kind of, this smells like a mild version of that. You know, I did it in my bathroom. I didn't feel the need to open my bathroom window or anything like that. I was fine. You know, I mean, I could smell it, but I wasn't like, oh my gosh, it's such a horrible smell. So I did want to mention that. If you're a smell person, that's something you might want to consider. It's not, I mean, you're not going to die from the smell. It's not going to make your eyes water. You're not going to, like, you know, pass out from the fumes or anything like that. It's really not a fume. It's just like a smell. And yeah, but my hair doesn't, like, it doesn't smell like that now. Like, yeah, it smells good. Like, it smells like the conditioner. So, you know, just a little, 20 minutes of a not so great smell is not that bad. This is probably going to be the only time that you're going to see my hair like bone straight, because I just don't really particularly like it bone straight, and I like it to have a little bit more body, so I usually curl it. And I've been wearing it curly a lot lately, so I did want to do it. I normally wouldn't straighten it, but again, I was doing this video, so I wanted to show you exactly what it turned out to look like. And again, there's no product in here, so I mean, that's amazing. Like for my hair, I have to put a serum in. I have to put a serum, a shine spray, a something in my hair to get it to be this shiny on a normal basis, and I didn't do that today. So I was pleasantly surprised because of that. Oh, another thing that I was concerned about a little bit is that because I didn't put any product in it, like no serum, no heat protectant, is I was using a pretty high heat flat iron So I don't know if it's damaging, because usually you have the keratin product in your hair and then you're flat ironing it. So that creates a little bit of a protection, but there was nothing in my hair. Everything had been rinsed out and I was using such high heat on my hair. So that was, I don't know. I don't know how I feel about that. I mean, whatever. I mean, it was like, you know, it's like once. Oh, but you don't have to use a 450-degree flat iron. I forgot to mention that. Normally with keratin treatments, you have to use a 450-degree flat iron. When I do it for other people, I use my flat iron that has 450 degrees. I did use that on my hair today because that, like, my hair needs that heat. I've tried it with lower settings. I have, believe me, I've tried 370, I've tried 390, 410, and it just does not work. It needs to be, like, the highest possible. But you don't have to. If you have fine hair or hair that's brittle and not as healthy, then you definitely don't have to use that high of heat, and it tells you that in here. Some of the questions I normally get from keratin treatments are, how long does it last? Again, I don't know how long this is going to last. I'll do an update in a month. I have already put that in my phone, and then you'll know then how long or how it's faring. How much does it cost? I think this retails for $99. I will, again, link everything down below. I'm going to link beautystat.com down below and keratinearth.com down below so that you can look at all this stuff. If you are interested in just the shampoo and the conditioner, I assume that they're sold separately because, you know, I would think that they'd be sold separately. I hope so, just because, you know, you're going to use that as you wash your hair throughout the month. But I'm not exactly sure. What else do people usually ask me? Can I pin my hair up? Can I put it in a ponytail? Yes, after the curing process, you can pin it up. And again, this has no curing process. Like, the curing process is like during the actual procedure. But after you've rinsed everything out, like, you're good to go. So again, I can pin my hair up, put it in a ponytail, work out tomorrow, no big deal. What else do people ask me? I feel like I've had so many questions about keratin treatments. Okay, so the tools that I used was my blow dryer, and I used my Hot Tools blow dryer, which I'm not going to get because it's in my bathroom, and then I used this flat iron. This is my Solia flat iron, my favorite flat iron of all time because it does go up to 450 degrees. It does have an adjustable temperature gauge on the side, so if you want to use a different temperature gauge. I